The great Terence Stamp and Vanessa Redgrave play an old married couple in Paul Andrew Williams's heart-tugging British comedy. Song for Marion is easing towards the sickbed, all set to croak. Happily, there is still time for a rousing encore. Henry, this is like the sunny antidote to Michael Haneke's Amour, isn't it?
Yeah, it's packed full of cliches about cancer and dying in a way that Amour isn't, really. Marion's got movie cancer, so she feels a bit tired now and then. Again, I like the ambition of this film in that it was trying to do a family drama and wrap it up in a sort of candy-coated lightheartedness that would somehow sell it and make it...
And that's ambitious, yeah?
It is, I guess, for a film about terminal illness. It's trying to say this stuff happens, but there are ways of surviving afterwards. But at the same time, that's monstrously cliched in its own right. And the worst thing about it is this troupe of oldies here who are kind of dressed up in hip-hop garb and made to sing Megadeth or...
I think it's, Motorhead and Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, Salt and Pepper.
Let's talk about sex, which is kind of hilarious because they're old.
Yeah, and it's this suggestion that, this is crazy. This is kooky. Old people don't do this. They don't sing about sex. When, if they're going to sing about sex, why not just show them singing a song about sex and get on with it and say it's matter of fact rather than being like, them throwing gangster shapes and putting their back out when they try and do hip-hop dancing. Yeah. It's just this real jarring clash between her illness and the family drama going on around that.
Yeah, those were by
and
far the worst
cartoonish
bits
stuff that's going on with the choir.
Yeah.
Which,
I really liked Terence Stamp in this. I thought that he was kind of, it was a good, meaty role for him. And the first time that I've seen him properly play a kind of grumpy old man as opposed to still trying to hang on to his sort of pretty boy looks. I thought he was good in this. Yeah,
I mean, I think to some extent the casting of the film is both its sort of saving grace and its big problem because, Stamp's great, Vanessa Redgrave's, she could certainly act. Even, Gemma Arteton sort of got a lot going for her there.
Gemma Arteton is the teacher at the community choir.
Yeah. And so, those people, they all give it incredible welly. I mean, Redgrave, it's she puts a lot of flesh on some pretty skeletal bones there. But the thing is that, and so in a way, you can't help but be moved on a very surface level here. I was at a public screening of this last night. People were weeping almost all the way through. Yeah. And, and it does sort of prod you,
Who was weeping?
Loads of people, everyone around me, everyone near me was just crying. But it does. But it doesn't sort of linger with you as an upsetting thing. And I think the thing is that they're all terribly good. I think the other thing is that the characters seem bizarre. I know they're meant to be a mismatched couple. We've got Terence Stamp's Arthur is very grumpy, and Vanessa Redgrave's Marion is very lovely.
She's like Olga Kurylenko 50 years on, isn't she?
Always dancing.
And, they're so mismatched that actually you can't see that they'd have ever got together. And you sort of think, well, maybe they just got Stamp and they got Redgrave and they thought, fuck it, let's just go for it. And, Gemma Arteton as well, I mean, she plays this character who's incredibly lovely, unbelievably gorgeous, always getting dumped, can't find a boyfriend. And you sort of think, well, really? Really? Would you, why does nobody say, but you're gorgeous? It just feels miscast in strange ways that sort of redeem it, but also leave you just really confused.
Okay. Keep an open mind when listening to this song. And yes, it is what they're talking about. Spinderella cut it up one time. It's got a nice little groove to it.
Yes, it's good. Yeah, I like this. Come on. Let's talk about sex, baby. It is all about sex. Why shouldn't we be talking about it? Or singing about it? Better than just thinking about it.